Guess what's behind me? Yep, we got a swarm. So I am going to try to capture that swarm. And got a 10 frame box. Actually, I have my BVAC box, but I can't use my BVAC because I don't have any power out here. So I'm just gonna try to shake them in the box and leave them here overnight and pick them up in the morning. Let's see if it works. So yeah, there's that nice swarm. So we're going to try to set a... Okay, I'm going to light up a quick smoker here. And I do have a little queen clip, just in case I see the queen real quick. So here you go. I got the that port for the BVAC wide open. That's going to be their entry. And we'll just watch and see what happens here. I got most of them in there. smoke in the branches to keep them from landing back on it, which seems to be a good practice. Anyways, well, might be a swarm with several queens on it. You just never know. She's right there. I just caught a queen. I don't know if it's the queen. That's the issue we run into here. There she is. You can see her. Problem is that the queen? Is that a single queen for this colony, or what? Hey everybody. So it's Sunday morning. It's raining. It's cold again. Caught that swarm yesterday, and I had it in that bee vacuum box, and so this morning I went to go and pick it up. Funny story, and I didn't catch this on camera actually yesterday, but while I caught that swarm, along the side you saw that there was a layer of bees along the edge of the hive, and I was looking in, and I saw the shiny butt, what looked like a queen. So there were, and it was kind of going in and out, and I couldn't hardly tell. So I reached in with my queen clip, and I grabbed a bunch of bees in the queen clip, and sure enough, there was a queen in there. And whether it was the queen or not, I don't know that. It was really funny because it wasn't like they were balling on her. There was a layer of bees, and she was there, and they weren't paying any particular attention to her. So anyways, I took the clip and I set it on top of the hive box, the hive top, and I watched it for a while, and I was hoping that all the other bees would squeeze through and leave, and just leave her. But they didn't. So I was, well, let me transfer her over into my little queen cage, that hair roller cage. So I positioned it right in front, and I opened it up just a crack, and sure enough, she ran right in the thing. I stuck my thumb over it, but unfortunately she was so fast, she turned around and she was headed back out, and I had put my thumb over it, and I kind of caught her a little bit. I didn't squish her or anything, but I had her trapped under my thumb, and before I could get the cap on, I moved my thumb to relieve the pressure on her. Obviously I don't want to damage her, and just as soon as I did, boop, she flew off. So I was like, well, that's that. You know, I just caught a swarm of bees and no queen. So I just left the bees there overnight, and if they wanted to go follow her, you know, wherever she landed, great. Maybe she would come back to the box. Came back this morning. You know, obviously it's cool out. All the bees were tucked away inside the colony. It's cool, you know, like I said, it's cool out, so nothing was flying this morning. Hopefully she came back in there, or there was another one in there. So that's all I can kind of hope for. You know, if not, I'm doing these mating nukes. I can always slide them a frame, one of these mating nukes with the queen cells that I have already made, or I can give them a frame of eggs and brood to develop their own queen cells. So that's not really a big issue, but I would rather have the queen, to be honest with you. So today what we're gonna do, and you can see the box right behind me, I'm gonna stick it out here at the farm, and that's what I'm gonna do this morning. So you can sort of watch what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got the hive here positioned. Obviously this is my bee vacuum bottom, and I'm not leaving that like that. And there's my screen top. Okay. I didn't need it today because it was so cool out for the ride over here. If it had been warm, that's a good way to transport them, obviously. But you can see, well, here, let me see. Well, you can kind of see that there's a nice little swarm in there of bees gathered around one particular spot, which is also good to see. So hopefully there's a queen in there. But what we're going to do is I'm going to put a new bottom down, and then transfer this hive over to that one, and then put a inner lid and a cover on it, and let them do their thing. This is one of my dual purpose hive bottoms for a double 4/4 or a single. That, as they say, is that. Okay. A few bees left here, not too bad. Now what I did bring with me is a hive top feeder. Just in case they fly, let's throw this over. One of the things I forgot was I wanted to get some pollen patties on them. Kind of important to get some feed on them right away. Well, actually, let me just do this. Okay. Oh. And that's it. Swarm pretty much captured here. Okay. Well, till next time, happy beekeeping.